on this computer. Okay, it's recording.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to this section from Career Pathways as well as the Student Success Center. I want to thank Dr. Hortry for allowing me this opportunity to speak to you all. I am Ms. Gator, and I'm the Director of Career Pathways here at Talladega College. And I've been here at the institution for, it'll be 9 years in October of this year. I'm also located in Swain Hall, room 201, and that's where our Career Pathways Center is. And so you may say, well, Ms. Gator, what is Career Pathways? Well, Career Pathways was birthed out of a partnership, and that partnership is with Talladega College, Oakwood University, and Tougaloo College, and we're called or have been named the TOC Cluster. And our resource center is grant funded through the Lillian Foundation and is managed through UNCF. We have access to resources, many resources such as En-ROADS, GRE Prep as preparation, as well as through Prep Step Online, Focus 2, which is our career assessment, as well as certifications through a platform called Connections, and that partnership is with Tougaloo College. The resources give our students the opportunity, a better opportunity to actually prepare themselves for internships, graduate schools, as well as their careers. In the Resource Center, you have the opportunity to receive assistance in preparing your individual career plan, as well as create your own resume, create your cover letter, schedule mock interviews, take your career assessments, and receive career advisement, as well as research and apply for internships and career opportunities. Research and apply for graduate schools and take the graduate school prep testing. One of the things that we like to have here at Career Pathways is a toolkit. And that toolkit is just to remind you of some things that you need to be aware of. First of all, you should always update your resume and use a professional email. You should always be able to create a cover letter that will distinguish you from other candidates that apply from different, whether it's for graduate school or whether it is for a career opportunity or an internship or fellowship. Also, update your social media pages. It's important to make sure that your social media pages reflect exactly who you are, as well as companies always go to your social media to gain more information about you. So make sure that the information that you present on the social media pages that you have actually reflect that information. Also, we have our partnership with En-ROADS. One of the things about En-ROADS is that they have a advisory program, and that advisory program is to help you in your leadership preparation. One of the things that they always advise is that every student should have a LinkedIn profile. And of course, you can create that LinkedIn profile by going to www.linkedin.com. And also through En-ROADS, you'll be able to create your own profile as well. The program managers have access to employment information in companies across the U.S., and they will assist you in refining your leadership skills as what's needed for today, especially during this time of COVID-19. Those things have changed dramatically, but as much as many things have changed with the person-to-person or in-person interviews, there are some basic things that still remain the same, and En-ROADS will help you with that program as well. You can always go to enroads.org /career-pathways, and also there to actually register. One of the other things that Career Pathways we want to actually bring light to is also virtual conferencing and meeting platforms. There are many. The predominant one that's been used the most, of course, throughout schools from elementary school as well as all the way up to college and to businesses is, of course, Zoom. But it's always good to have more than one outlet. Zoom is one, LifeSize is another. Another example would be Skype, Google Hangouts. These are some that are free and available to you. And so we would encourage you to at least have more than one available to you, as well as make sure that your laptop, iPad, or desktop have access to all of these platforms. The best thing to do is have more than one platform, and always ask before your interview or when you're offered an opportunity to interview, which platform would that particular company be using, and make sure that that information is downloaded onto your laptop or whatever device that you'll be actually using for that interview. Also, our graduate school practice test. Prep Step is something that we actually partner with through the library as well as EBSCO Learning Express. And Prep Step gives you the opportunity, if you're going to graduate school, there are some graduate practice tests that you should be able to take, whether it's for the LSAT or if you're going to law school or just a GRE, just to go into any graduate school. Make sure that you take advantage of going to Prep Step online, which is located on your My Talladega. Also, this year, our virtual, everybody's doing something virtual, whether it's a graduate school fair or whether it is a career fair. And that's, of course, due to social distancing. And so on October the 23rd, we'll have our virtual graduate school fair here at Talladega College. Now, not only is it going to be virtual, but it's also going to be in conjunction with Tougaloo College as well as Oakwood University. So there'll be students from those universities or those institutions as well that will be participating. Some software applications that we have available. We just acquired Focus 2, which is our new assessment. And so that'll be, you have an opportunity to actually go in and actually begin on creating your individual career plan. And that's through our Focus 2 assessment. Also, the virtual career fair as well as the graduate school fair we partnered with a company called Brazen, and Brazen is going to be hosting that for us, as well as Ready Education, which will be our new app that'll be coming in the spring. Also, our current resources that are available to you, of course, Prep Step, like I said before, Prep Step online for any type of graduate school prep that you're looking for as far as the graduate school testing. I also have Remind, which is another text messaging reminder service, as well as definitely your email. Everyone who's on this call should have been able to receive some type of communication from me, whether it be about internships or graduate school or any type of announcements from My Talladega. So make sure you check your My Talladega as well. Also, Connections. Connections has certifications, and that Connections platform is actually was created by Tougaloo College. And so in partnership with them, there'll be certifications that'll be available as well that you'll be able to get in the spring, also spring of 2021. And of course, last but not least, is definitely En-ROADS, the seven competencies modules that they have to offer, as well as workshops, soft skills, as well as networking will be offered through them also. And as I mentioned before, we have our Focus 2, and here's just some instructions on how to assess their Focus 2, as well as the En-ROADS platforms. Of course, this information will be available. You will be able to go to your Student Success website, as well as to be able to upload this PowerPoint. And once you be able to do that, you'll be able to go ahead and register for both of those. As I mentioned too, we have the Graduate School and Communications resources. Prep Step Online is another space that I've talked about previously. Again, like I said before, the examples of the actual testing will be the GRE, the LSAT, and the MCAT. And then also for each class has a reminder code, and these are the codes for you. One of the other things that we talked about was just different websites. And these are some of the websites that I found that have been very strategic, as well as very informational for all students. Career Builder, that's a great place to load up your actual resume, as well as Monster.com, also Indeed, as well as En-ROADS. All of these places are great places, as well as resources for students to actually present their information concerning their resume. And also the 8 entry-level job sites for college graduates and new alumni in 2020. These are some of the best ones that I found through this article that stated that these are the ones that students should actually be aware of. Again, this particular PowerPoint is definitely going to be available on the Student Success website, so you'll be able to go back in and actually dive deeper in to the ones that you think that would be best for you. The other thing that we talked about, even though we're in a virtual space, is still, employers are still expecting you to dress professionally, whether it be in person or whether it be online via Zoom. Definitely still remember that you have to dress professionally. And so this is some of the examples of what business professional attire looks like and what it does not look like. And dressing for success is always a positive for you. whether it's virtual or whether it's in person, because the best impression or your first impression is your best impression. And then also at the same time, what if that particular company wants to invite you to their actual site or their actual location? You want to be able to dress professionally, and you want to have that professional attire available to you. Which also leads me to, we have a career closet here at Talladega College, and then we partner with the education department as well as the social work department to provide the opportunity for students to receive free professional clothing started on September the 29th. And also we'll have another event on October the 1st from 11 to 2:30. Registration is definitely required, and the links have been sent to you, all the students, to via your email. So please make sure that you register for that. Again, it's free attire. It's whatever you need. If you need a tie, if you need a shirt, if you need a pair of pants, if you need a jacket, just make sure that you come through and actually look through the information or look through the items that we have so that you can actually be ready for your next interview. Just a couple of things about social media. One of the things about the social media space, just want to make sure that you're aware that social media is a part of our lives and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So just make sure that your social media is where it needs to be. Making sure that it's not, it can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy. So make sure that you're careful about the things that you actually post. And so here's just some examples of what some of the employers have said through the career builders and as well as through monster.com. Our research shows that 69% of those surveyed use online search engines such as Google, Yahoo, Bing for additional information. If no profiles are found, employers are less likely to call an applicant for an interview. So it's always good to have a good footprint on social media, but make sure it's the best footprint possible. If you haven't Googled your name before, go ahead and put your name in Google and see what actually comes up. And then also at the same time, just want to make sure we emphasize some of the things that you should be reminded of, and just some mistakes that you need to avoid. Provocative and inappropriate photographs and videos, illegal drugs or excessive drinking, criminal behavior, discriminatory comment related to race, gender, or religion, political rants, complaining about your current or previous company or coworkers. This is not a complete list, but it's just some examples of some of the things that you need to avoid, especially when posting on social media. So if you have to, so think about those things, and if it's something that's related to any of these, please don't post it. And just some last thoughts for me. One of the things I think about career is that you have to be creative, you have to have accountability, you have to have responsibility, have to be effective, always evolving, and then you also have to be resilient. These are just some keys that I think that you can actually build your job search or your job endeavors on. So just make sure that you think about these particular things. Of how can you always be creative at your job? How can you always be accountable or hold yourself accountable or have accountability partners? Also making sure that you're responsible for the things that you've been entrusted with at your job, as well as be effective. You want to be as effective as possible and make an impact while you're in the position that you're in. Always evolving, always reinventing yourself in some way, shape, or form. And always you have to be resilient. Everything is not going to be a bed of roses, but you have to be committed to the job and the career that you choose. And these, like I said before, these are just some keys to building a great career that can impact lives for generations to come. And last but not least, this is just my contact information here. Again, my name is Ms. Sharissa Gator. I'm the director here at Career Pathways. This is my email, skgator@talladega.edu. We're open from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. And if you need to contact me, you can always contact me at 256-493-7914. That's my cell phone number. So therefore you can actually text me if you need me. My desk number is 256-761-8843. And with that, I will leave you with this information here. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always email me or you can always contact me. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Ms. Gator, for this important information.
Thank you so much.